my audience. So let me start with Vijay. Vijay, what do you do currently and what technology you're working on? Vijay, guys, you can go on unmute. Shiva, can you just tell what technology you're working on currently? Nagarjun? Anybody? Guys, you have to be interactive in the session. Are you guys able to hear me first of all? Nagarjun, Shiva, Vijay, Mish. Am I audible? Go ahead and unmute and please respond. Okay, you can. If those of you guys are not able to talk, you can just put in the chat what you are doing right now, and then we can go forward. Okay, so yes. Can you just tell what you guys are doing right now so that I can scope my demo accordingly? Okay, Vijay. Okay, Vijay is non-IT side. Oh, Vijay is from Australia. Oh, I know. So yeah. Okay. Sorry about it, Vijay. Sorry for such a delay in the evening. Shiva is BTech Civil. Okay, so Shiva, you don't have any technology background, right? Okay. Nagarjun, what about you? Nagarjun? Okay. And Mish, what about you? What is your current technology that you're working on? Okay. Okay, guys. So let me start off. Okay, with the demo. It's going to be a very simple demo. I'm going to tell you about how our lab is going to be, how our class is going to be, and all those things. Then you can take an informed decision of joining to this class and how it will prospect your career. Okay. Currently, let me explain to you. There are 4 different job roles. Okay, 4 job roles. Okay, in this particular technology under SCCM. So what is SCCM? It is basically a tool that deploys applications to your end user machines. When I say end user machines, to laptops, desktops, and servers. Okay. Now, what will happen is, before we deploy, there are certain settings and stages and that we do. So I'm going to teach you all those things, and I'm also going to teach you how to even install SCCM right from scratch. Before even installing SCCM, I'm going to teach you what all has to be done in the environment before even we start installing SCCM. So basically, you will be learning SCCM from the point 0 to point 100. Okay, from 0 to 100, you will be learning SCCM. So there are 4 different job roles. The first is software distribution. Next is patch management. Next is image management, and after that is infrastructure management. So this is having a pretty good pay. Okay, so people with around 3 years experience will be working on patch management and software distribution. Okay, this is the starting. And for image management, you should have at least about 5 years experience. For infrastructure management, it is 7 years and above. Okay, and the pay scales will range from starting from 5 lakhs to 20 lakhs in India. Okay, so in US it can go up to $75,000 to $90,000. Okay, and I'm not sure about other countries because most of the time I only deal with US and Indians. So now here, how is our class going to be? So I just before this demo started, there was a class happening from 6 to 7. So let me show you how our lab is going to be. So this is the current ongoing technology lab that's happening. So we'll be doing everything in the Azure cloud environment, where you will be building all these machines right from scratch. Okay, and you will parallelly be learning little bit of Azure as well while learning Sccm. Okay, that is first thing. And to do this lab, there are two things that you can do. Either you should be able, you can use your credit card where you get Azure free credits. Basically, it's a free lab that you'll get for $200, or you can purchase the student pass from the institute. Okay, that comes at an additional cost. Okay, but most of the time I would ask you guys, go directly with the credit card. Okay, somebody in the neighbor or some of your friends, somebody will be having a card, so use it, and no money will get credited from it. It is completely safe because it is Microsoft. It is just for the verification purpose. You will get $200 credit peacefully. You can work on it for a month. Okay, and the class will be completely practical. I would be putting in all my experiences that I have when it comes to implementing SCCM, okay, across the globe. I have implemented about 15 fresh SCCM implementations, okay, in my career, where I'll be sharing all those implementation knowledge with you guys. And also, the main focus for you to taking this class would be, I'll tell you what, when, how, and also I'll tell you what not to do as well. So where all you might make a mistake, how to avoid those mistakes. I will tell all those things during the class, and I will also focus on interviews. Okay, because most of the time, the main purpose of taking the class is for you to get into job. So I will focus on interviews, which will help you to clear the interview questions as well. Now, most of the most of the concepts we will understand in workflows, that is in step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3, like that. I'll be touching every concept, so that when you're troubleshooting something in a CCM, if something is going wrong, you should be able to fix it. Okay, now let me go ahead and open the SCCM console. So this is how the SCCM console looks. Okay, what you have here is the complete SCCM console, where you have administration pane, monitoring pane, software library pane, assets and compliance pane. Okay, you will be working on this particular console all your life in when it comes to SCCM. And it is very easy, guys, if you know what each of these does, or important notes. If you understand, that is more than enough for you to get into a job and to be able to have a stabilized income as well. Now, first thing, let me explain to you, okay, this console. So this is the navigation pane that you see on your left side. This is the ribbon, and this is the results pane. That is, if I click on something, you should be able to navigate. Now let me tell you what each of these does. So first is the administration pane. So what does the administration pane do? It would normally do all the infrastructure activities. So basically, you want to add a server, remove a server, you want to do some configurations on your SCCM servers. All those things are done in the administration pane. In the class, we will go in very detail as well. Then let me come to software library. So basically here you want to deploy an application, deploy a patch, deploy an operating system. All those configurations are done here, and we will be playing with it, and you will be able to understand that step by step as well. Okay, next, assets and compliance. To whom are you going to deploy? You're going to deploy to either users or collections, right? So this is where we actually create the list of users and list of collections to whom you will be deploying your applications or patches or operating system. Now, after deploying, you should be able to see what is the status of the deployment, right? For that, we will come back to the monitoring pane, and here we will be pulling reports. We will be checking the deployment statuses for each and every activity that we do. Clear, guys? I guess I would want you guys to interact with me with your questions so that we could have an interactive session. You guys can unmute and ask me if you have any questions. Those who are not able to talk can put it in the chat. I will answer those questions. Others, you have any questions like Shiva, you have any questions, or Nagarjun, you have any questions? You seem to be already an SCM administrator. What is that you're expecting from this class? Guys, you have any other questions? Okay. So Nagarjun, you will be starting right from the scratch. Okay. Yes. Yes, Mesh, we are talking. We will share the recording with you. Okay. You will share the recording for you too. So what is that? You have any specific questions other than what is the current activity of SCM that you're doing? We will be learning how to use AD with SCM, not in depth in AD. Okay, you are just doing the deployments. Okay, that is application deployment. Then you have long way to go to learn because there are so many other things that you have to know if you have to become about an infrastructure level guy. Okay, in SCM, because most of the time you will not have access to the most of the nodes that you see here. Okay, and in SCM, if you do a mistake, if you do a small mistake, it will lead to a big problem. So before even you touch anything in the console, you should be able to understand why you are doing it, and you should have a plan before deploying anything. So I'll talk about all those things in my class. Any other questions you have, Nagarjun or Shiva? Shiva, when it comes to job opportunities in SCM, it is pretty good. Okay, if you have about 3.5 in any field, you should be able to get into an SCM, and there is absolutely no coding knowledge or anything required to start with. So if you know how to use this console properly, that is more than enough for you to start with, and it will eventually give you a good confidence after the class, and you should be able to do everything on your own. Okay. Yes. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions you guys have that you want me to answer? Any doubts you have? Okay. So I would suggest. So how would the class happen? Okay. And then what we will do is first we will create. Once you guys enroll, we will create one WhatsApp group. In that group, I will share all the materials. It is for us to interact during the duration of the class. And if you have any doubts even after the class, you can talk to us through that group as well. Okay, the group will be always active. So in case if you have any problems while learning, you can always interact with me. And all the notes and everything will be shared in that WhatsApp group. So for that, I might need your WhatsApp number after the enrollment is done. Yeah. Okay, so this is one requirement, and we will be having the class like 7 to 8 as of now, and if and later we can change it other time as well. Okay, yes, and Nagarjun, in case you have any deployment problems that you're working on or something, you can also share it with me. We can discuss about it as well. Okay. I think MECM is having some problems with, okay. So, sure, sure. You can always reach. Okay. Any other questions? Any other questions, guys? Shiva, you have any questions? Oh, so let me conclude this particular demo. Okay, those of you are interested to join this class, please do contact the coordinator. Okay, they'll reach out to you. Okay, then enroll and we'll start the class accordingly within another 3-4 days. Okay, so I'll also note it down your numbers and I will share it with them as well. Okay, yeah, see you guys. Yeah, thank you. Bye bye.